Advanced Residential Applications and Case Studies. Chapter 10. Questionable Property Characteristics Case Study. Page 2. Chapter Introduction. As was discussed in Chapter 1, your appraisal education is never complete. A few hundred hours of classroom education may be enough to get you started, but thousands of hours of education still await you. You will be constantly learning how to properly apply the basic appraisal methods and techniques that you learn in your required basic appraisal education. And this learning is an ongoing process. Throughout your career as an appraiser, there will be assignments that will provide you with challenges, especially those involving the appraisal of complex properties. This course is really all about preparing you to tackle those challenging assignments by getting you to think about the appraisal problem in a different or creative way, as we discussed earlier. And as you tackle these challenging assignments, you will find that the marketplace is a wonderful classroom where your appraisal education continues, as long as you strive to develop your skills whenever you encounter these challenging, oddball types of appraisal assignments. You will find that the case studies and examples presented here don't always have nice, neat conclusions or even a right answer. In this way, they are intended to be reflective of real life appraisal practice. Their purpose is to put you in the position of having to really think through the unusual or complex aspects of a challenging assignment, so you can understand the opportunities available to you for the development of proper research, analysis, and conclusions, rather than stumbling over the problems or obstacles that the assignment presents. These are exercises in appraisal reasoning more than in appraisal mechanics, and the goal is to get you to think like an appraiser when faced with a challenging assignment. Remember, appraisal is an intellectual exercise, so let's get ready to work that brain. End of page. Page 3, Introduction to Case Study. You may be surprised to know that this case study is a type of assignment that some appraisers and clients incorrectly and naively believe is of the simpler appraisal assignments that we deal with. The drive-by appraisal, or an appraisal in which the scope of work does not include a thorough physical examination of the site or an interior inspection of the subject property improvements. Although they are commonly called drive-by appraisals, many appraisers and clients prefer the term exterior only inspection appraisals. Due to changes in lending and underwriting requirements, these types of assignments are more commonplace now than they were in years past. In fact, your practice may be such that drive-by appraisals are a significant portion of the work you do. Appraising a property without the benefit of an interior inspection of the property, land, and improvements is not always a complex assignment, but it certainly can be, especially when you do not have a very good grasp of the property characteristics. When you have some degree of uncertainty about the nature of the subject of your appraisal, you must proceed carefully, and usually your opinions and conclusions must be based on one or more extraordinary assumptions. You remember that we discussed extraordinary assumptions in the first chapter of this course. But as a reminder, an extraordinary assumption is a condition or issue that is believed to be true, although there may be some degree of uncertainty that is directly related to a specific assignment and that could impact your opinions and conclusions if you were to discover it was actually false. Now consider the appraisal of a property in which the scope of work does not include permission or opportunity for the appraiser to walk freely on or around the site, nor does the appraiser have permission or opportunity to walk freely around or through the improvements. Or, if allowed on the site, the appraiser is not able to conduct observations to the degree that he or she normally would. End of page.